Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking the Dreaded D-Rose report. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you got the pay-per-view. Let me know what you thought about that. And it's about 5 o'clock here. What's going to happen tonight on Raw? Beth Phoenix made her return to WWE last night after Natalya won the Diva title, and from Michelle McCool and Layla, Phoenix made the save when McCool were attacking Natalya following the match. Dark match, by the way, on last night's pay-per-view was R-Truth with Eve Torres defeating Zack Ryder, and Truth came out to his old theme music. Crunk must be done, maybe. Survivor Series Elimination Tag match was a last-minute decision on last night's Survivor Series to make it a tag match. WWE officials had originally planned for Rey Mysterio to wrestle Alberto Del Rio in a 2 out of 3 falls match at last night's show, but which explained the banner on the front page of the company website. With anyway, the reason they did that, since Mysterio's been dealing with an inner ear infection as of late, the decision was made to hold a 10-man tag team match instead of that would limit his work in the ring. So to protect his ear, his health. And if you got an inner ear infection, a lot of times, man, your balance is not very good. It's also explained why Rey Mysterio used sparingly on Friday's episode of SmackDown, and his singles bout with Del Rio was turned into a battle royal. The newly creative, you might appreciate this, the TNA Immortal Championship belt, specifically made for Jeff Hardy, was thus not replaced. It's not replacing the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt over the long run. It's just assuming that the company is doing it for a long time run with Jeff Hardy, and when he loses the Immortal Championship, we'll go back to the other, unless they come up with some other crazy thing. Although the purple belt was panned online, a number of the people in the organization are high on its appearance. It's got to be female or somebody gay. Anyway, they rate about the designer's attention to detail. By the way, the talk in the locker room that the belt that was made for Jeff Hardy cost $1.98. Wait a minute, $18,000. The TNA Wrestling color commentator Taz, by the way, noted, I thought they were hard up for money in that organization. Man. Anyway, Taz noted today on his Twitter account that he's dealing with a financial situation which has left him highly upset. Taz wrote, "To my supporters, sorry I haven't been here for a few days. Something pissed me off last week, so I have nothing nice to say. I'm still mad." And then he added on there, "My anger has to do with," and then he's got dollar signs. That's all I can say right now. So I don't know whether they offered Taz less money, or hopefully there's not bad paper going around there like ECW back in their days. We'll find out later. In an interview with Slam Wrestling, Luke Gallows, he revealed that he's discussing plans for, they were discussing plans for his character with WWE Creative on Friday morning, right before finding out that he was released in the afternoon. Gallows says he was in shock on how many things panned out, considering WWE's was scheduled to debut his new babyface character next week on TV. So something came quick. Said, "I've gotten a really bad break. Rather, I've not gotten a really breakout. My fault." He says, "I've not gotten any good mic time," Gallows told Slam Wrestling. "And I think if I did do that, I'd present myself as a character that people can sink their teeth into, and there was no reason that I can't be back into the mainstream and on national television in the next 6 months or a year." So he may grow his hair back. Now he was, he had another evil character, Sinister Minister, back before FCW days. All right, Gallows says he's been working on a new roughneck babyface character with Freddie Prinze Jr., which he thought WWE management was happy with. Agents acted like they were into it. Creative people said, I don't know if it was Vince, thing, or John Laurinaitis, not to go for it. All right, the I hope one didn't forget the other's birthday, but it's the Bella Twins' birthday, Brie and Nikki. They're 27. And it's reportedly the Axed mascot character accompanied Jack Swagger to ringside in recent weeks, the Swagger Soaring Eagle. The mascot did not accompany Swagger to the match with Daniel Bryan on Monday's last Raw. So maybe they're done with it, which is all right with me. According to sources in WWE, Triple H is expected to return to TV at any time. The Game's been sidelined since April after he underwent surgery to repair a torn tendon, and is expected to return over the summer, but he suffered a torn bicep while shooting a film for WWE. So if he don't tear anything else, he'll be back real quick. Former WCW champion, I hate to say that, champion, David Arquette was in attendance for WWE Survivor Series pay-per-view in Miami last night. Tonight's Raw takes place at the Amway Center. You know, the center comes off. It's like a little Tupperware thing. It's an open air thing. Didn't know if you knew that or not. Anyway, in Florida, with the fallout from the Survivor Series and John Cena being fired by Wade Barrett, no matches have been confirmed yet, but we will begin to hype. They will begin to hype next week's 3-hour King of the Ring Raw. So remember, it's 3 hours again next week. Randy Orton wrote the following on his Twitter after the Survivor Series. Says, "Thank you all for your support last night. I'm proud of John for doing a right thing, and he was in a tough spot. I'll miss him in the locker room." Now, I don't know if you caught Survivor Series, but after it was over with, they had Cena up the ramp, and then they showed the copyright and the date and all that stuff down at the bottom of the screen. But it stayed on. The camera worked it. And I don't know whether the pay-per-view for sure did or not. But anyway, then they showed Cena coming down the ramp instead of leaving, and went up into the crowd, into the audience, went all the way around the arena with a couple of bodyguards, all the way around shaking hands with everybody. They really milked this for him, this being his last show, and he's going to be on. He's going to be fired, but I can't see him being fired. I don't know who Wade Barrett thinks he is, but he can't fire and hire people. In Nexus he can. So are we going to have the mysterious Raw general manager step in with his little beeping laptop? We'll see. It's expected that the return of WWE King of the Ring will officially be announced for next week's 3-hour Raw from Philadelphia, which will probably be tonight. The advertised dark match for tomorrow's SmackDown taping in Jacksonville, Florida is Big Show, Rey Mysterio, Edge versus Alberto Del Rio, Jack Swagger, and Kane. As a way of thanking people for their support, Linda McMahon's campaign is running local ads in the Northeast. There's already talk that McMahon is looking to run for 2012 for other Senate seats for the other Senate seat in Connecticut. Lawler, remember Midian, Dennis Knight? Or the nude, what was he called? Naked Midian. And Rickety Dragon Steamboat, they were all at the FCW show Saturday night in Punta Gorda, Florida. Lawler announced that he's going to be at the FCW show on December 17th at Fort Myers to wrestle in a mixed tag team with Diva partner that he chooses. I wonder who that'll be. Probably a girl with two same names. The Miz, Alex Riley, teamed up with Ryan O'Reilly and Trent Beretta at FCW show on Saturday to lose to the tag team of Johnny Curtis and Derek Bateman, Epico and Hunico. Riley and The Miz was signing autographs before the show. WWE is planning to do an IC match this Tuesday's SmackDown taping with Dolph Ziggler defending the Survivor Series opponent Cavill. Kelly Kelly is going to be appearing 5 to 6 o'clock at the Kia in Orange Park, Jacksonville, Florida, Blanding Boulevard, whatever that is. Former TNA RHO and Triple H star Alex Kozoff is now using the name Alex Sherman in WWE's developmental down FCW. Alex lost to Bo Rotundo this weekend. I think that's about it for right now, so I better get over here before I run out of any more time. Hey, thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.